Hello and welcome back to Sim.bc, and I am terribly sorry for yesterday's video about the volume change in the intro and the outro in the end. Not that it necessarily was too high, just that in comparison to what the actual video was, like the video audio level was about, it was a real whacking in proportions to this different sounds. So if you listen to it and you hurt your ears, I'm terribly sorry. It will not happen again. I have dragged down the audio level this time around so that it will be at a more manageable level. Well, the story about today then. I went to the bank today and to the reception downstairs because I wanted to pay my bills. And I need help because I'm paying them in another language, which isn't the easiest thing to do. Now, this is why. First of all, paying in a different language means that there's probably a different system. In comparison to my system in Sweden that I'm used to, we have different numbers that I need to know, like key features, key figures. Now, not only does the bill look different, and they seem to have a different format when it comes to sending it in, but they also have different kind of numbers. I mean, it's the same numbers, the Latin numbers or the Arabic numbers, whatever it is. The numbers that you can see on the phone, and it's 13:56, soon 2 o'clock, same time as yesterday. Well, meaningless trivia. So it's the same numbers, but they're in the wrong order, so to speak. I am not used to this format of paying the bills, so that's why I went to the reception to ask for help, since I could decipher that I am supposed to pay them by tomorrow. Yeah, by tomorrow, the 1st of September. And I haven't paid them yet, so that's a bit of a problem. But it turns out that they have a siesta between 12:30 until 2, which kind of got me a bit angry, got me driven, boiled up, worked up, because that meant that I had basically just gone down there and spent a good 30 minutes doing nothing. And time management is something that is very important now that I have so many projects in the making. With the new video format I'm planning to do at some point, or rather I'm working on it that time, but I'm working on it all the time rather, but we will see when it gets launched. But I need to give some time to that, spend some time with that. So those 30 minutes I went down there doing nothing could have been used for finalizing the script. I actually did the script. The base script is done with all the facts and stuff, and the general feel of how I want it to be. Now I just need to add all of the jokes and what makes it an enjoyable viewer interaction, and think about how can I edit it so that I can add some notes about, here we can add this and we can add that, and this will be funny and this will not be, and this will convey my point and this will take away focus, and then this will take back focus. So that's basically what I'm doing now, since I finalized the base script this morning at 1 a.m. Yeah, at 1 a.m. So this morning. Late night yesterday. Depends on how you watch it, depends on where in the world you are, but 1 a.m. French time, so to speak. So it's very important that you manage your time when you have so many projects going at the same time, especially when school is starting, and I have my friend here who is taking up a bit of my time in a way that I necessarily wouldn't spend it otherwise. For example, when you have a friend coming over and showing you a video, or when someone tags you, generally when someone isn't at your place or face to face with you, they generally just tag you in something on Facebook or on Instagram or somewhere else, and then you can just imagine that you watched it, write down a comment, like the comment, or whatever, and just skip ahead, and their feelings won't get hurt, but you simultaneously haven't wasted any time. Now that someone is physically here, it's a bit more problematic, since I actually need to care about, or imagine to care about, what he actually shows me. So, for instance, he showed me a 35 minutes long video, and I watched half of it, not realizing that it was so long. And it was funny though, it was nothing like that. It was just that I would rather do this so that I got this video done today, and only talking about having someone here when I'm trying to make a video. And I know that I said yesterday that it was easy to just tell him that please just go out, give me a couple of minutes, and it will all be fine. Now, today that wasn't the case. I mean, it was still easy to do. He still went out, like, respected, like, no problem. But there was a bit more questioning going around this time, like, why exactly? You did this yesterday. Why do you need to do it today too? What are you actually doing? Do you just need some private time, so to speak? And I had to tell him that no, no. I just please respect my time. It was harder this time around, since I still don't want to tell anyone about this project, since I am not feeling that comfortable with it yet. Maybe after 100 episodes I will someday tell them. No, but you get the idea. So it's kind of hard, and just imagine that someone is gonna live here with me for the upcoming couple of days. Is going to make this already, well, I wouldn't say hard to make hard to make project, the videos, but it certainly takes some amount of convincing myself to do it, because it's hard putting yourself out there, even though I know nobody, like, there's not that many people watching it at this time, and I'm probably watching it the most. But still, it takes up time, and I don't know if I should prioritize it. But nevertheless, I still find it really enjoyable. So it's not about that, and it's only 6 episodes. Well, I still find it really enjoyable to make this, and I am going to keep doing it, as I said, until 2018 at the least. But I want to do it like at a reasonable time of the day, so I want to be done at, like, let's say 2 p.m. every day, or 1 p.m. every day. And now that someone is here, I don't get the freedom to do that whenever I want. I can't just get this moment of inspiration, flip up the computer, and be like, now I'm gonna do it. Let's do it now. Hey, whoa. Because then someone is going to sit there beside me, and I'm gonna feel all awkward, and I'm gonna be like, well, so can you move, please? So that's a bit of a, I would say it's a bit of a problem at the moment. I might get over it, but that's just one more thing that hinders me from doing this video, more than, taking the time out to actually do it when I could be emailing clients or other things. And I found a new, I wouldn't say client segment, a new segment of people that I am trying to target with my company. Formerly, it was mostly family businesses that I had in mind. I found a 100-step plan, as I'm sure I mentioned before, but that I'm going to discuss in another video probably. But in one of the 100 steps in that plan is to find out who your market is, like who is your customer and why. So I found out that it is probably going to be startups and family businesses. But then yesterday I found yet another segment of people that I think would fit the description. Now, I don't want to talk about it right now, since, well, I haven't gotten it. I haven't found a way to get in touch with these people yet, or the kind of people that I want to get in touch with, and I don't just want to throw it out on the off chance that somebody watching actually takes my idea from me, so to say. But at least I have someone new to like reach out to, and that feels really great. If it's really good, actually, to have like a bit of a bigger segment, even though I know that most people say you should have as small of a segment as you possibly can, because that will make it easier for you to tailor your product or your service around them. And I know that's the case, but at the moment I haven't gotten like a single reply from any client yet. I've gotten a few, but that doesn't really count. It's more like, hi, we're on vacation, we can't take your, it's standard stuff that just automatically resends. So I'm a bit discouraged. I know I'm not really discouraged. I just want someone to reply, even though I know that I have full understanding that probably no one is going to reply until, well, 2018. As I said, I'm going to try to do this YouTube channel and about my project and about my startup, and doing the startup until at least 2018, and not expect any form of revenue or anything else until that point in time. But then if it goes past 2018 and nothing has happened yet, well, then it becomes a bit, I wouldn't say problematic, but probably a bit discouraging. But until then, that's what has happened so far. Have a great day, everybody, and I hope to see you tomorrow on day 7, and hopefully bring you some more news about the new video.